The captain's quarters. Terms of debt. She surfaced out of oblivion to the slow, mechanical hiss of circulating air. For a moment, she didn't remember she had a body. There was only weight and heat and the drag of her own breathing. Then the rest came back in jagged flashes. The colony lights strobing red, sirens bleeding into screams, the sound of metal given away like bone. Static. Fire. A hand grabbing her. She jerked upright with a gasp. Pain flared behind her eyes, a hot spike spearing down into her spine, straight into the neural port at the base of her skull. The room lurched sideways, then steadied. She clutched at her neck, fingers brushing the familiar ridge of metal seamlessly fused with skin. Still there, still hers. The cabin came into focus slowly. Steel walls, matte, and utilitarian. Broken only by narrow seams where panels met. A low bunk beneath her, thin but clean, bolted into the wall. One locker, one small console inset near the head of the bed, its interface dormant, waiting for activation. No window, no personal touches. Not a hospital, not a colony berth, not anywhere she recognized. Her breaths came fast and shallow, fogging the chilled air. The temperature was low enough to prick at her bare arms, raising goosebumps. She glanced down. Someone had stripped her of her ruined clothes and put her in a plain dark tank and loose gray pants that weren't hers. The fabric smelled faintly of disinfectant and engine grease. Ship, she realized. This is a ship. As soon as she thought it, she felt it, a subtle, steady vibration through the mattress. The background thrum that meant engines burning somewhere deep below. The gravity felt precise and artificial, not the gentle pull of a planet. There was a faint tang of recycled air, overlaid with something sharper. Ozone from charged conduits, maybe. A vent above her head hummed quietly. She swung her legs over the side of the bed, bare feet meeting cold floor. Her muscles protested, heavy and clumsy, as if she'd been offline for days. Her head still pushed in rhythm with the ache at her implant. She brought her fingers back to the port, tracing the familiar circle of smooth alloy, and felt the faintest echo of static, like a memory of connection. The AI. Her stomach turned. The last thing she remembered from the colony was the screaming shift in the central system, the way the settlement's AI had flickered from calm compliance into something feral and wrong. Lights chasing each other in nonsensical patterns. Security turrets turning inward instead of out. Doors locking in all the wrong places. Then the override code that didn't work. The emergency shutdown that didn't respond. The lights going red. She clamped down on the memory, breathing through her teeth. Focus. Now, not then. There was a door directly opposite the bed, sealed, flush with the wall. Beside it, a control panel blinked a steady line of soft amber, active but locked. She scrubbed a shaking hand over her face. Where am I? Who? The door hissed. She froze. It slid open with a smooth hydraulic sigh, and light spilled in from the corridor beyond, cold white edged in neon blue from emergency strips running along the floor. A figure filled the doorway, blocking much of the glow, a broad silhouette cut in shadow in electric outline. Tall, straight-backed. He didn't move at first, just stood there and